All right, now let's make some Dale.
You can really taste the maple.
You do know that Riverdale was founded on the maple syrup industry.
Here in Riverdale?
Dilton Doily plays with guns. Big one, Betty.
Sardonic humor is just my way of relating to the world.
Everyone knows how much I loved my brother.
Exactly.
If we go in there with the entire Scooby Gang, forget it. We're compromised.
War is hell, Judge.
No, Archie. Hell is other people.
Out of the four of us, only you and Archie haven't kissed.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna go get a Betty. Do you want anything?
A glass of milk would be great.
Alice?
Is it true what they say about men who have just been released from prison, FP?
The Coopers are one of the most respected families in Riverdale.
Take your male gaze and your male privilege and get out of the women's locker room.
Happy birthday, dear Jughead.
Last night was
A PG-13 girl obsession?
Color me shocked. Archie Andrews, is that why you became a mediocre musician overnight?
I'm not interested in being anybody's rebound. Besides, I'm more into girls anyways. And all this time I thought you were a lover, not a fighter.
both. I've got layers.
And it'll be a cold day in hell before a snake lets a pig tell him what to do.
All right, welcome back. Our favorite show, Riverdale, is going non-stop. We've got new episodes every week for the foreseeable future, so we're going to burn through them all. We're back with episode 50. We've hit the anniversary.
Yeah, big episode.
Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Seth. What episode is this?
American Dreams. And the credits came up. Chapter 50. Written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. So the showrunners writing this one, we knew something momentous we were hoping for at least. So right from the get-go, I was amped up for something big to happen.
Something happened.
I was looking here at Jughead's computer's laptop. I see it looks like he's got maybe the Vendetta sticker on there and Shakespeare.
Really? Willie Shakes.
Alexa, to be or not to be?
That is the question.
That's right.
Everybody knows that, Alexa. Come on. Do something harder.
She answered a lot quicker than you. I didn't hear anything.
Whether 'tis no block.
What exactly is
the American Dream?
Ted says as he's typing out in front of his 50s glass bottle of milk.
For my dad,
on
the eve of his 50th birthday, the American dream was this. A father, a mother, a son, a daughter, a loyal hound, food on the table. The only thing missing was...
Eat up, because when we're done, we're taking a little ride. Where to, Mom? Well, that's a surprise, JB, but I think you're gonna like it. You too, old man.
Who are you calling old?
You're all cockeyed.
And they're having breakfast there because...
They're always having breakfast.
Well, that, and they're getting ready to move into the Cooper house, and you got to start practicing because they eat a lot of breakfast.
My very first note here: better cooked bacon.
Yes. Yeah.
Gladys was a little more on top of things and let the bacon fully cook this time.
She's learning.
Got father, mother, daughter, son, loyal hound. This is hot dog, correct? Right. And food on the table, and that's right. The bacon does not look as raw. Only thing missing was what? Home. I think they need a home. Actually, I can't remember if that's what the thing was.
So it's a shame Betty burned the place down last episode.
Right, exactly.
It's gone. It's got to be crisp by now.
Oh, wait. There were zero repercussions to that cliffhanger. Thanks, Dale.
Glass has to fix FP's ties, cockeyed. This is the most... I gotta show... I know this is not a visual medium. Well, this is the most comic booky pose of Jughead to me. Like, he's looking in the background, he's got his arm out. I was like, that's such a... Just looks like one of the Archie comics.
gazing admiringly
right,
at the folks. Happy to be a family together again.
What are we doing here?
Well, it's an early birthday gift for your dad. I mean, for all of us. Just closed on it a few days ago.
Gladys,
What?
Early birthday gift for.
What the hell's
for
Alice
Dad,
Cooper doing in my house?
Effie? Mrs. Jones. Are you the anonymous buyer?
What? Wait, what is Alice Cooper doing coming out of our new house?
the hell happened here?
We had a minor mishap with a candle. Nothing that a fresh coat of paint or a new set of curtains won't fix. I'm so confused. You sold our house to the Joneses?
Not to me.
I bought it.
Minor. There was a minor mishap with a candle, but fresh coat of paint, fix it right up. Some new curtains. She made an all-cash offer online. Supposedly is totally innocent. Nobody knew this was happening. Well, FP says we can walk away from it, but Betty's telling Jughead, Mom wants to sell it. My mom wants to sell it. Your mom wants to buy it. It's a done deal. She said I could stay in my room, though, but I'm going to go shack up with Crash at V's, I think.
No farm for Betty.
Which they're going to go have breakfast, which I thought was... There was breakfast at your own house with your family, Jug. What's going on?
Jug likes second breakfast.
Well, technically, I don't think he actually ate breakfast over there. He was typing his story. So they meet Archie. He's like, yep, they want to kill the Red Paladin. Everybody wants to kill the Red Paladin. These two cards are identical that they have. He says, to me, that indicates that someone printed out multiples of these. I was like, I don't know, like a game company? Do you think there's only one game that was made? I don't know. This is strange. So,
what do you think? Perfect for Quebec, n'est-ce pas?
I don't understand. Who's going to Quebec?
I thought, since you've been working so hard with the Pretty Poisons, it might be good for the two of us to get away together. So, I booked us a spring break ski trip to Mont Blanc.
Me and the Pretty Poisons were planning on doing a road trip to Sugar Lake.
Fine. We don't have to go to the mountains. We don't have to go anywhere, ever.
I'm not saying that, Cheryl. Shoot. Sorry, I'm running late for work. Can we talk about this later?
The Blowpies want to go to Quebec. Good time for them to get away. Book a spring break trip to Mont Blanc. Well, actually, they were Pretty Poisons were going on a road trip to Sugar Lake. We got Sweetwater River and Sugar Lake.
That's been mentioned before, I feel.
Oh, like. Really? I didn't. Sugar Lake.
We need to draw a map.
Yeah, why don't you have that?
I don't
Just
know.
North of Toledo.
I don't know if I have map making skills.
So Archie talks to the Ram. Like, how you doing? Good. Well, until a homeless kid stabbed me in my house.
That's a great moment.
Would they break in?
Zero self-awareness.
He's like, man, you started that quest. Everybody wants to kill the Red Paladin. Did you give out any other cards? Well, I printed out an even dozen. Gave 3 to Warden Norton. And I gave 9 to Tallboy. So he's collected a couple of them, but there's a bunch left. So they're all biding their time waiting to kill me. I got to track them down. Like, well, there are hot spots where they play and they do sell drugs, or so like-minded Fizzle Rock individuals. So he gives him the keys, right? Or I don't know. No, that wasn't yet. He gives him
just the locations.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I am being remarkably helpful here.
Yeah, this is a big shift overall this episode. We're seeing, like we were talking about, we were hoping for, where Hiram would become less the main big bad. All evil runs through him.
And it didn't seem like there was an ulterior motive, or at least we haven't seen it yet. He actually seemed to be helping the big lug.
Yeah, just for now. Cheryl goes take some cherry scones to TT at work. Catches her singing with V.
Oh, yeah.
About calling your girlfriend, tell her not so great anymore.
I didn't quite see Cheryl's side of this. It's just, I don't know, didn't seem...
Well, it's the song subject, basically, about how you're not happy in the relationship you're in. That's all.
It's just a catchy tune.
Yeah. She didn't say anything about it, I don't think, did she?
Oh, her eyes said it.
I'm not as in touch as you are. So, we got a little FP and Alice talking about, their relationship.
Yeah.
And he's all about family now.
This was actually, this may have been my favorite. I don't know. It's not my favorite part, but it was very well done. Alice really shows, without saying really, coming out and saying anything, she's got a little emotion in those eyes of her during this scene. It was believable.
Did anyone else just feel dread for FP this whole episode?
Oh, yeah. Completely.
Like, from that first breakfast through this scene with Alice, clear through the end, everything about FP this episode was about his legacy.
Yeah, I thought
his
he was
life
die.
turning around, and how he's finally reached a point in life where he's happy and he's done things right and everyone loves him. I'm like, when's that shoe gonna drop? Because it just was building towards something awful, and it never quite happened. So I don't know if I was misreading things or if the show was messing with me.
Reggie's complaining. He wants some more. Wants to move up at Le Bon Nuit.
He wants to be the business partner.
Right.
And he was not selling it to me. It was like, he was like, Veronica,
she took my car.
Yeah.
I robbed my dad. I got shot. Yeah. Come on, Reggie.
Gladys is trying to explain to Jughead, I sold Chop Shop at Toledo, and I was like, what happened to
Lugnut
and Tire Iron?
Yeah.
Out on the street.
Jeez, no parties to go to. Just gonna take care of, get Jellybean to school, find her a job. Well, that's great if it's true, Got a house, chance to be a real family. It's your dad's 50th, which, are you gonna expose them?
Okay. If you do the math, and we go back to the Midnight Club, which, let's say it was around 1992-93, and they were 16 or 17, he would not be 50 years old.
Exposed.
What if he got held back like Archie?
Extra.
Because he couldn't read or something. He was held back a couple of years.
A lot of years.
Now, that link you sent me really dived in. It's like that, in the first season, they said FP got kicked out by his dad at 16. Like, they were throwing out details like, I don't remember any of this, but I'll trust you that you're taking care of it.
Yeah, definitely, just...
He'd be like 44, so...
But we all know time in Riverdale does not move
it doesn't
like
matter.
the rest of the world. So.
That's right.
But I like that. I wish we would have figured that out.
Yeah, I'm sure we would have. I mean, let's get ourselves.
Well, I mean, what's the how's he 50 and nobody else is?
Right.
There's just okay. He's like, okay, so he's over at Swords and Serpents meeting. Yeah, of course, FP is there with Tom Keller. They're gonna get take these serpents from lawbreakers to law keepers.
Why hasn't he made Tom Keller like a deputy? I mean, he was the sheriff before.
Yeah, I mean, can you do that? Can you go back to deputy?
Have you seen the Andy Griffith show?
He's more
I'm sure he could.
He's more of sheriff emeritus.
Sheriff emeritus.
Sheriff emeritus.
He's the best damn sheriff Riverdale ever had. You don't make them deputies. You got a whole room full of deputies now. He's going to be another one. I feel like
there had to be scenes of FP and Tom, because he was a serpent. He wasn't like those pigs.
Right.
Like, what? Did he ever have respect for Tom Keller?
And Jughead, boy, you're riding with me. They're going to split them up. They're all going to follow somebody. All these.
And I also, that's another reason I was dreading this episode. He threw in so many boys. I thought he was just trying to get them all out of the way.
There were a lot of boys.
There was a lot of boys.
Who'd have thought at 50 you'd be driving a sheriff's cruiser? I never thought I'd make it to 50. It's my expiration date. Drink himself to death. He's just happy to be here. Oh, well. It's like a Norman Rockwell painting with leather jackets now, their whole family life. They got a 1023 at the chocolate shop. What's a 1023, Jordan? Alexa, what is a 1023?
You don't even give me time to answer.
The answer to your calculation is 1023.
She gets all the best stuff. Oh, again, this is your big chance to define it.
I think it's attempted murder by a serial killer.
What?
No, that was
the 23rd thing.
That was last.
So you don't know.
It was a health code violation due to blood on the floor of a chocolate shop.
Death diner.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to give her another chance. Alexa, what is police code 10-23?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Oh, well, you're a waste. Get out. Where's my salt?
You want 1023 salt.
It stands for Fizzle Rocks junkie spazzed out and threw hot coffee all over Dolores.
Oh, of course.
That's what a 1023 is.
Poor Dolores.
Oh, man. Someone's looking to reopen the candy store. So back at Thistle House, we finally get some Nana Rose.
Oh, boy. I get a little giddy every time.
Yeah, I think of you when I say her one good eye.
That little milky white eye.
Yeah. And you know, Cheryl even takes a stab at her and says, "You haven't seen Tony, right?" I mean, I'm guessing you haven't seen her with that one eye. Not since she gave me this envelope of money. Sorry, that was kind of a little more Adam Sandler than Nana Rose. Cheekbones doesn't like the payoff that V's trying to give him. Not much more than minimum wage, so he didn't even take it. Back at the bunker, there's like 100 candles burning down in there, and Archie and Bughead are trying to talk out what they're going to do about these quest cards. Could be as many as 10. We got to track them. Go where they congregate. Sud's Laundromat. Innuendo. What was Innuendo? I feel like... Anyway, you know where they're starting. The comic shop.
MLJ Comics.
They got to tap into Riverdale's gaming network. Because that's what happens at a comic shop, right?
Yep.
Right.
Lots of gamers.
Oh, just illicit activities.
This is their nerdiest mystery yet, he says.
Of course, named after the company that became Archie Comics, MLJ Comics. It's who published Archie.
That's
back
awesome. Callback. Oh, Princess Fate is down to 5 hit points because they're gaming in there, playing some G&G. It's a sacred space there in the comic shop.
And then, like, you walk in, I was like, "What? Like, what do you?"
Yeah.
Want?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if it was after hours or he just doesn't want any customers.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like this, is like going down asylum. It's like there's a sacred space. Sheath your sword, Game Master.
Jughead tries to get a lot of mileage with that. Also being a game master
Right,
thing,
yeah.
and no one ever seems to care.
He's like, the quest is in play here. Archie's like, well, take a shot, man. He's ready at any moment. It's go time. What's that? Oh, that's Seinfeld. It was Lloyd.
No,
the old man.
Mendelbaum.
Yeah, Mendelbaum. It's go time.
Mandelbaum.
So the Gargoyle King came there and gave him cards, I think. The back room of comic store. They go right into the back room is what it is. That's you don't do that. You're asking for lip. Yep. So
man, I walked into our back room this morning and there were mannequins all over the place.
Ooh,
there were
Curse's place?
There were like 6 mannequins sitting there. I was like, what is happening? It creeped me out.
Hanging out on Jabba's sail barge.
Oh.
Inside jokes are the best kind of jokes.
Yeah, inside jokes. They had to move them out. Yeah, to fit it in there.
That might not be a joke.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You should have grabbed them, put them all in your front window. That would have been awesome.
Red Paladin is an advanced quest, so you're lucky. People are preparing to come kill you. B and V are talking, and word gets out. You know, she lets her know, by the way, it's Jughead's mom that is the one doing the drug.
We haven't had a whole lot of Betty and Veronica until
we haven't.
Just recently again.
I think that's my problem with this season is that the core
they're split.
are all split up.
Yeah.
And I like the energy of them all together. And I like
ever since they went to Lodge and they were like, this is so great, the 4 of us could never get any better than this. This is so perfect. I was like, it's gonna go all downhill from there.
That's true. Break them up. Only Archie and Jughead haven't kissed.
Yep. Fascinating. We've listened to our own intro too many times. Then they got a table full of clues and stuff, cards, and I don't know what's going on. These are strangers that want to kill them, so they got to figure out the plan. They figure the only person to listen to is the Gargoyle King. So Jughead's gonna write an addendum to the rules, which makes perfect sense, and somehow he's going to send it, and they're going to automatically think that it's from the Gargoyle King.
They all had the masks, so
yeah,
you might as well believe them.
He's like, I got this great idea. You remember that time when it snowed, which is so super specific. Remember the time it snowed and we played that game, and they're like, no. Archie's like, maybe, kind of. I remember snow. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Betty's reaction, she was like, no.
Yeah. She was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, we played King of the Mountain. You won every time, Archie. Oh, really? He would be the one that would be the psycho kid that would be like, I'll kill you. Let's play to your strengths. So we're going to call in all the people with cards, and you're going to have to fight them off one challenger at a time. We just got to... Anyway, before they leave, though, Betty lets Jughead know that she thinks Gladys is the drug dealer. He's like, well, whatever, don't tell anybody, I'll handle it, because he wants to keep it in-house. Archie goes to the Ram. He gives him a gym. Gives him a gym to go to. He bought some city block, which makes perfect sense.
Which I was a little shocked that a town as small as Riverdale at one point apparently had 2 boxing gyms.
Yeah.
How popular is boxing in this town?
Back at the bunker, Sweet Pea, Fangs, you're going to the comic shop. Old Deuteronomy.
Here we go. Here's all the names. Let's write these down.
Old Deuteronomy and Weasel are going to hit Innuendo. And who's going to All About the Glaze? Which has to be a donut shop, I hope. Do you remember who's going there?
No.
Jinx and Termite. Oh my gosh.
We really need a spinoff of just the adventures of the serpents.
Absolutely. I just want to know, all I want is a one season about Termite and Jinx going to All About the Glaze. I want to find out what that is. These aren't just gaming hotspots. They're hubs for Fizzle Rock trade. Where do you... All About the Glaze is a gaming hotspot. I see me eat donuts, but they're going to get it all over everything.
Maybe it's like a place you make your own pottery.
Like ceramics?
Yeah, it's like a ceramics place. You think
a ceramic / gaming Fizzle Rock hotspot.
Makes as much sense as a donut
I would watch
shop.
that season of television. I'm telling you. So, Bozo Boy Toy Cheekbones tried to steal his car back.
Yep. Got caught, too.
Yep.
Off camera.
It's like, well, let him off the hook, and your husband's 50th party here at Le Bon Nuit will be free. So just more money down the tubes. I think she didn't need to make that deal. Cheryl dresses up, goes to check out the Le Bon Nuit, and Tony catches her like checking everything out. She's casing the place.
Casing the joint.
Says, now be a doll and fetch me a Bellini. Alexa, what's a Bellini?
Bellini cocktail is a mixture of Prosecco sparkling wine and peach puree or nectar, which originated in Venice, Italy.
Okay. So Archie's got his Red Paladin.
Oh man, he's
custom.
Custom robe on there. He's ready to go. There's just blood all over the center of the ring.
It's
already.
time for some bare knuckle RPGing, guys. No holds barred LARP, baby.
Welcome to Iron Mountain. That's got to be from something. What Iron Mountain? I don't know. Get 3 minutes with the Paladin. Get him on his knees. You win. So first we got some guy who's got like black eye makeup all over him and a hoodie leather jacket.
And I've met a lot of gamers in my life. Probably not as many as you, but a good number. I've never seen a room full of men in such good shape.
Yeah.
Typical
like, MMA fighter shape.
Typical gaming group.
These guys, they called it an advanced quest. So these guys must have been like physically training.
Oh yeah,
to kill a kid.
Yeah, it's all that pottery. So then he fights some guy, and we got a new scar, guys. He gets bit.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so we're adding that bite to the back of his left shoulder.
Yeah, it was right in the shoulder.
Was that his bare shoulder or bare side, or was it the opposite side?
I think it's the same side, just on the back now. So yeah, another scar. It's gonna be a lot of work.
We need one of those, like, police, when you fill out a police report and it has like the outline of a body and you can put like, entry wound here. We need one of those with red hair. And we can just mark. Yeah.
That's
Episode
good. Oh,
chapter.
It'd be like make a custom game of Operation.
Yeah.
You have all those different things on there. Cheryl's got the flashlight in her mouth and she's breaking into the safe at Le Bon Nuit later that night, or as this is going on, I guess, and after they're closed.
Yeah, they were very
back and forth.
There
was more than one redhead getting bit.
We are very much juxtaposing the sex and the violence here.
That's right.
For an uncomfortable amount of time. This scene went on for a long while.
You'll have to screenshot it all.
Well, what do we have here?
Lying in wait for me? Color me shocked.
Oh, please. Earlier tonight, you were casing the place. And you wanted me to know it.
So, what are you gonna do now? Cuff me?
No one has to. Let's start
No,
there.
actually, I was glad because this I didn't, because there wasn't a lot of talking in this scene, so I didn't have to get all the dialogue. Color me shocked.
They really pushed it about as far as they could for the show.
I feel like you guys are pushing it as far as we can. Good job. So Tony catches her just like she wanted to be caught. She says, "Cuff me." And yeah, some guy gets his clock cleaned back at the gym, and Here at La Bonnerie, there's some clock.
Yeah, they're doing this weird montage between Archie fighting and then Blowpaz doing their thing. It was weird. Like, it was just such a weird thing to go back and forth to. I was like,
It's very, primal sort of emotions.
So they've only collected 11 cards. Archie's covered in blood. He's just gushing blood. And
where's the tweet figuring out who has all these cards, too? Because they already had a card.
Two cards.
They already had a card, and then they got somebody else's card that they compared.
Mm-hmm.
And Hiram said he made a dozen cards, so, like, there was more than 10 people showed up to the gym, right?
No, I don't think so. There might have been some people watching.
yeah, there definitely were. And they were cheering pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure no
bleachers
mistakes.
were full, yeah.
The show cannot afford.
No, we can't afford
like
another fail like that. 50th birthday. In comes Captain Go Lightly.
I don't remember this guy from the prison.
I didn't either.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
I don't remember him being a big villain that Archie needed to.
Yeah,
visit.
they faced off a couple comments here and there.
Was he the one that branded Archie?
Might have. I don't know. Does this have anything to do with it? Because then the strangest part of the episode, Jughead yells, "Enter the Kraken!"
Out of nowhere. Completely non sequitur.
Oh, I was like, what the heck? That is Riverdale right there. Enter the Kraken.
And like moments before, he was like, Archie, are you sure? Like, wasn't he was checking on Archie, like, can you go on? Can you go? Okay, let's do it. Enter the Kraken.
Immediately, they go back to Tony and Cheryl down to their skivvies and flashing back to Betty. Yeah, woo! Yeah.
She's way too into it, too.
Yeah, she was.
So in the afterglow, we got the girls are still not getting along. Says you're just mad because for once I'm in charge and you're not, Cheryl. And Cheryl says, no, you just spend all your time doing that. And fine, if you feel cooped up in my house, then just maybe it's time you moved out. Hiram tells Archie, I don't want to owe you anything anymore, and you don't want to owe me here. Here, keep this gem. You could just have a gem. You won't have to sweep at that other place anymore. Since I caused this Red Paladin quest in the first place. Cheekbones is self-destructing because she won't make him partner. He wants to be more than the errand boy. He wants to matter. It gets to admit that they probably wouldn't even be dating if it wasn't for this.
I wish that scene would have had more impact. Like if Reggie was a more fleshed out character, like there's an argument there. Like she's kind of using him.
Yeah,
he isn't respected at all, but he just kind of. So
everybody's like breaking up. She gives him his keys to his car. We're even.
Yeah, she bought his car back from him, or for him.
Yeah, Sweet Pea's got some bad news for Jughead. Guess what? Your mom is the druggie.
She's moving in to take over.
Which I'm glad we didn't let hang for
a
half dozen episodes. And
now I don't know that this was a subtle movie reference here. Has anybody ever seen the movie Killer Joe?
I feel like I did.
Matthew McConaughey and Gina Gershon.
Maybe I had the fried chicken scene.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I did see that.
And she's in the kitchen cooking fried chicken.
Oh.
And I was like, is this a Killer Joe reference?
Yeah. Well, it's FP's favorite.
Yeah. That's a good movie. It's crazy, but there's an interesting fried chicken scene with Gina Gershon, and I thought there's no way that this is not a reference to that. So he faces off with her, lets her know, I know about the drug stuff. She's like, well, you don't understand what we had to go through, scratch and claw to make money. It's like, yeah, God forbid, just go get a job like a normal person. Right. It just has to be illegal.
I had to take care of Lugnut.
Man, then this was the most touching part of the episode. I know they didn't plan it like this, but we're at the 50th birthday party. balloons, and here comes Senior Archie.
F.P. Jones, as I live and breathe. Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks, Fred. Bit much, though, huh?
No. You don't get too many nights like this. You gotta soak it up.
I feel like I stumbled into this party and people are about to ask who let you in.
Everybody takes their own path, F.P. And your path has brought you here. We are gonna be neighbors, and I'm happy about it.
Me too. All right. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Luke Perry stepping out, says, so live and breathe. And he says, you don't get too many nights like this. You better soak it up.
I like that hit. Like, did he just say what I think? I had to rewind it because I was like, oh, he didn't just say that, did he? So I wanted to see the full scene. I rewound it and rewatched it.
Yeah, it was
again adding gravitas to any scene he's in.
Yeah, I assume they might even do some editing as it use some footage they have that has stuff like that. That was
this show might get weird the rest of the season. Like trying to
I don't
figure
know what
out
they're gonna do because it looked to me
weird.
Because warning,
noticeably weird.
Yeah. Everybody, this show might get weird.
It's normally a finely tuned machine heading, breakneck speed in one direction. But they're going to have to swerve at some point to change the outcome, obviously.
Right. Well, like you said, it's been hinting that Skeet's going to die. So I don't know what they're going to do here. They're going to, if they lose, I don't know how they're going to handle this because there's no way they can do something super crazy with Fred's death or it'll be disrespectful.
You can't make it very soap opera-ish.
Right. Yeah.
And you can't just, he moved to Chicago with his wife. Like, you can't leave it open-ended. So
I am curious how they're going to handle that.
Yeah, I really am too.
I assume it's just going to be like into the fourth season before they do something about it. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. Back at Thistle House, Kev got a message.
I got your message, Cheryl. I'm so sorry to hear about Tony.
Oh, Kevin. Are you familiar with the phrase, que sera, sera?
Sure. It means whatever will be, will be.
Yeah. It's also heavily featured in the iconic high school black comedy Heathers. By the way, did you know there's a musical version of it?
Cheryl, the farm is co-sponsoring the musical this year, and it's going to be Godspell.
Not anymore. I need to focus my rage. Therefore, this year's musical is Heathers. You're directing. I'm playing HBIC Heather Chandler. Any questions? I thought not. Okay, bye.
He heard they broke up, that Tony and her broke up and stuff. Well, que sera, sera.
Blow paths on the rope.
Yeah. Oh, man. And so she says, Heathers. We're making Heathers. And he's like,
The farm is sponsored. Okay.
Co-sponsoring.
Let's get this right.
Farm is co-sponsoring the musical this
right
year, and they're doing Godspell.
Mm-hmm. No, they're not. They're doing Heathers.
Alexa, what is Godspell?
Godspell is a musical composed by Stephen Schwartz with a book by John Michael Tebelock. The show opened off-Broadway on May 17, 1971, and has since been produced by multiple touring companies and in many revivals. The 2011 revival played on Broadway from October 13, 2011 through June 24, 2012. The musical is structured as a series of parables, primarily based on the Gospel of Matthew.
That was a lot of information.
Well, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So. They're not doing it anyway. They're doing Heathers, which is great. So I can't wait for this.
This is going to be good.
Clint's got that look. I knew it. That's right. We know this is going to be good.
Yeah,
but last year, the musical episode was the worst.
That's when what's her name got killed?
Yeah.
Midge.
The Clumpster.
The Clumpster
is her official name. So she's going to be playing HBIC Heather Chandler. Gladys is introducing Jughead so he can give his speech. He's like, I have no idea what I'm going to say. And he pulls out notes.
Yeah, then he has... Yeah, I was like, it's all written down,
and she asked him earlier in the episode to give a speech. Like, I don't know what the surprise is here.
And this struck me, too. Recent episode, we talked about the Michael Jackson documentary. And I think off air, Seth and I had a longer conversation about what actually happened in this documentary. And we talked about abuse and the way people manipulate others. And watching Gladys talk to Jughead was exactly what we were talking about. The way she put that guilt on him. If FP finds out about this, it's going to crush him. You're going to hurt him if he finds this out. And it's textbook abusive behavior. As keep this secret that would hurt her, but it puts the guilt on the abused party to say, "Oh, you would really hurt your dad if he finds out." Yeah. So it really struck me because we had this exact conversation in regards to real life incidents. So,
well, Jughead admits that Jones men are a rather broody bunch, but how he inspired him to keep writing, and no matter how much he punched keys in a booth of Pops, he'd never be able to write as good a story as FP's story.
Amazing speech, and again, the whole time I'm waiting for a bomb to go off,
yeah,
or like a 16-ton weight to fall from the ceiling, or something to do in FP, like in front of it, or like Dylan's dad car blows up, like
wrong side of the tracks to the right side of the law. Only thing you need to know about this family is we'll always be there for you. So then they get immediate, like you said, great speech, touching, family, love you, everything's great. Very next moment, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna save Jellybean, protect my dad, and run my mom out of town. You in?
I liked it.
Betty's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
The Dale.
That was the Dale, man. I like that. I like the smirk Betty gives. Like, yep, sounds like a plan.
Saddle up.
Paladin. So that's it.
This was a good episode.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I really did.
For number 50, it's kind of an arbitrary number. It's just the back end of the season. It's not some season finale or anything, but they added some momentous events.
Let's be honest, though. The first time
be honest.
Yes. The first time we started watching this show, we would have. Did you honestly think 50 episodes out of this thing? I mean,
that we would watch 50 episodes of it?
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna happen.
I don't know. I didn't think we would do it until I saw like maybe episode 2 or 3. I was like, yep, we're in.
And it's becoming a franchise too. We had news this week of the spinoff.
Katy Keene.
We cast the lead for Katy Keene. It'll be on CW, correct?
I believe so, yeah, because
Sabrina was on Netflix, so I'm assuming Katy Keene's going to be right on the same network.
And
we're getting
Josie.
Just Josie's moving over there.
Who's Katy Keene? Alexa. Who's Katy Keene?
I have it written down. I have paper and pen.
Keens, an American ice hockey.
Oh, shut up. Go ahead.
American ice hockey.
You were yelling when she's trying to listen to me. So who?
I didn't actually write it down. I was just being. She was an Archie character, kind of a supporting character.
That's what I mean. Yeah. She would be a great supporting character on this show. I don't like when they dilute it like this.
But it's Lucy Hale of Pretty Little Liars will be the star of this one.
Yeah, but what if they bring Lugnut over too? Then we're all in.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to do 2 of these?
No. Oh no! No way.
I didn't watch Sabrina, and I'm not watching this. I'm on.
Yeah, I don't know how any other show could capture the sweet spot somewhere in the middle of amazing and ridiculous.
Right. Which Sabrina comes back next month.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I had issues with
none of these shows are going to, I don't even think, really attempt to be this.
Mm-hmm.
And It's not, and you have to go for it to catch the magic. You have to be pretty ridiculous.
The way this podcast has just gone for it, we've gone.
We never look back.
All in for Riverdale.
You put the shark right at the beginning.
Yes.
So there's no jumping the shark. You're on the other side.
Yeah, Archie's gonna get bit by a shark at some point.
Oh, of course.
When are they gonna do the Go to Walt Disney World episode?
Man. I can't wait.
His face.
I can't wait.
Oh man, yeah, that's great.
We'll do the TGIF Disney World vacation episode.
Yeah, he's all scarred. The last 2 episodes, we've got a scar each episode, which is what I want. A scar every episode. Now they have to know what they're doing. They're like, we've already got him in the chair. We don't need him any longer. We just hire another makeup artist. And everyone's got their own scar they have to do for that hour.
Well, it's so funny because the cast of Riverdale is so active on social media, especially Instagram. And they'll put up all these, when they're in the makeup chair, they're goofing off behind the scenes or whatever. And at one point, somebody had posted a picture of KJ Apa. Maybe it was him. And he was in the makeup chair or getting his hair done, whatever. And
eyebrows.
On the corner next to the mirror was a little picture of the shoulder tattoo to make sure for reference that they could get it right every time. I was like, oh yeah,
because if they don't, we're gonna catch it.
What would have been awesome is if there would have been a picture of the bear slash or something, like that. Oh, that would be good.
It might be easier just to go full CGI and he starts losing limbs.
That would be awesome if he was animated from now on. Just him.
I want just an episode where he's played by a mop.
Yes. Oh yeah. When we had last episode when there was all the closets, I thought for sure
a mop
we were gonna have a mop.
Yeah.
All right.
This is Ricky D and the mop hanging out.
Ricky and the mop. That's a good place to end it.
Yeah. Great line.
That's it.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. This episode of Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast, is brought to you by Amazon and all the amazing products you can buy thanks to these robots who live in your house and record your every word.
I think this is a new staple of the podcast. We get some great, quick information.
And only half of it was wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's just
which is better than that's better than our normal ratio.
Right,
so.
Yeah.
I thought it was like having Michael back all over again.
Also brought to you by Bumble, the app. Download that. Win a trip to Vancouver.
Right.
Brought to you by Hot Topic.
All about the glaze.
Our favorite store. Our favorite donut and/or ceramic shop.
Innuendo.
All about the glaze. And
MLJ Comics.
And MLJ Comics. You can buy your mannequins today at MLJ Comics. All right, that is it for us. Check us out. Join the conversation. Start a conversation.
Yes.
Begin the conversation. Put something on our Facebook wall. Tweet us. Send us a meme. Send us a smiley face, an emoji. Send us a serpent. Something. Tell us what you want to hear more of or less of. What are your Riverdale theories? What do you want to happen? What would be a good send-off for Fred Andrews? How would you like to see the show handle this delicate topic? We're on Twitter at the Ka-Pow Podcast.
That's what I want to know.
We're on Facebook. We're email us. You can even do that if you email people at Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast at gmail.com.
Go to Cliff's house.
Yeah.
Ask to borrow.
12.
Ask to borrow his serpent jacket. His daughter can't wear it, so somebody should get use out of it.
That's right.
Okay. Good night, everyone. My name is Jordan Lowe.
I'm Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. Bye forever.
Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udownwithkpp.com.
I like you adding in the references we made, to The Office or whatever, you tack those on at the end of whatever that one episode was. That was good. In case somebody hadn't heard or didn't know what we were talking about.
Forgot about that.
Why didn't anybody tell me? It was bolted down.
I still thought you could do it.
Me too. Man, oh, man.
Fellas.